Who would make your ultimate Border Gavaskar Trophy 11? Based purely on BGT performances in the 21st century, here's who we've gone for. Some huge names miss out. Several Australian batters struggled in India, but not Matthew Hayden. He averaged over 50 against the likes of Harbhajan Singh and Anil Kumble and forms the left-handed half of our opening pair. Partnering him, Cheteshwar Pujara. Though not usually an opener, players on both sides have acknowledged his stellar role in tiring out opposition pacers and forming the backbone of consecutive series wins down under. An average of more than 50 is a figure bettered by very few in the BGT era. Virat Kohli takes the number 3 spot. While his home record against Australia isn't as dominant, his overseas record is historically good. Only Bradman in England and Hobbs in Australia have more hundreds as a visiting player in a single country. Sachin Tendulkar dominated the Aussies home and away this century and slots in at number 4. He's the leading run scorer in the history of the BGT. A bona fide great of the Test game, Steve Smith has been just as good against India as anyone else, averaging 67 at home and 50 in India. He has the highest average among batters with at least 500 runs in the BGT era, and his century at Pune in 2017 ranks among the best in the sport's history. Perhaps underrated, Michael Clarke was one of the finest middle-order Australian batters in Indian conditions, and he absolutely pulverized them on home soil as well. That Sydney triple century won't be forgotten in a hurry. It's a straight shootout between Rishabh Pant and Adam Gilchrist for our keeper, but on BGT form alone, this is actually a simple choice. Pant has been a star in 2 overseas series wins already, while Gilchrist only ever averaged 27 against India. Anil Kumble took an extraordinary 10 5-4s in 20 BGT tests and is the only spinner in our bowling attack, beating Ravindra Jadeja to a spot. Pat Cummins is among finest bowlers of his generation and performs just as well against India, making him an easy choice to slot in as one of 3 seamers. Jasprit Bumrah has an incredible record against almost every team, but against Australia in particular, he's been devastating. 62 wickets at 17 apiece are otherworldly numbers for a seamer in Australia. And finally, another undisputed great of the game. Glenn McGrath took nearly 600 test wickets and 51 of those came against India, averaging 19.9 away and 13.7 at home. Would you make any changes?